Hmm.
Michael Mayer. Um,
Oh, see, what if Mayer goes to LA and he's in there day one, blocking the way they need him to, running routes, and I bet he would just crush in LA, actually.
I'd
That
be
might that
forced to
might
like
be
him.
that might be the best landing spot for him because
Yeah,
I
man,
know he would be definitely contributing like off the get.
for sure.
They would actually they have that history of like tight ends a little bit with Gates, and they're like waiting for a new one like that. Oh
Oh
wow,
yeah.
I'm like I got really excited for the draft. I hope the Chargers take Mayer.
No, no, no. We gotta hate Mayer. We gotta hate Mayer.
Oh come on,
What?
we
All
should
right.
we should hope for the best for everybody.
Okay, yeah. That's some hippie shit right there, but it's true. It's true. Um, no, no, no. All right. So you could say, like, Mayer is by and large the tight end one for a lot of people, but
Yeah.
there's there's not there's a whole lot of guys that are not scrubs after him. Dalton
Hmm.
Kincaid, Luke Musgrave, Washington Laporta, uh, Tucker Kraft. I
Hmm.
keep going. Um,
Yes, love him.
is there a is there a world where mm, uh one of these guys besides Mayer is the first name off the board, or
Ooh.
because I, I could see Dalton Kincaid being the first time drafted, and I know I've said this to you, but
Hmm.
he just feels like the type of guy that the NFL wants to fall in love with. A pass catching guy. He kind of reminds me of like a Dallas Goddard, where he's like he's not going to give you the blocking per se, and like I
He
don't know if Goddard is like a great blocker, but like you don't have Dallas Goddard for blocking. Yeah, you have him because they mismatch, you know. So
there's I don't like I think of all the tight ends, Washington is the one who's going to go first.
hmm,
And it's because he already has extremely good blocking.
yeah,
Um, and the other stuff doesn't really matter as much at that position, depending upon scheme and team. And I think Washington, yeah, pe- teams want him on the field, man, for them
oh for
blocking.
sure,
So I think he's going to be the first guy, and I think he has the best chance at going in the first round. And I Mayer could sneak into the first round, but I think Washington could be like top half of the first round.
ooh,
And I don't think anybody else has that kind of chance. I don't think anybody else is getting into the top half of the first.
yeah,
Only Washington could.
man, that would be exciting to have a high draft capital tight end to go after.
I think Kincaid, I think Laporta, I think um, Musgrave. I'm very excited for their potential,
Hmm.
but they have some things to overcome. Laporta not as much. Kincaid and Musgrave with their injuries.
Yeah,
So that's like a buyer beware there. They're like if you're buying those guys in the second round, you better be like shallow at tight end.
yeah.
And it better be a tight end premium as well.
Hmm. That's actually really 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 good. Sorry to cut you off. I'm
No,
really
go
sorry about
ahead.
this. So here it's really interesting to say that because I so I'm doing like mock drafts for our league here, and
Okay.
frequently in the second round, in the mid second round, I'm staring down the choice of basically whoever I want at tight end, like Kincaid or Musgrave, um, or one of these mid tier running backs or receivers, and I'm usually going with a running back or receiver. Like I don't know if I can justify trying to go up and grab a Kincaid or a Musgrave in the second round when there's names like Tajay Spears or Rashawn Johnson or Sean Tucker there or Kendra Miller or Marvin Mims. I mean these are really good names. Rashid Rice, like I just feel like the range that these Titans are falling in, is gonna prohibit me from getting them unless they fall a whole lot. So
Yeah, let me ask you this. What if Kincaid goes in the fourth round?
see, I don't want that then. I don't want that.
You don't want him at all then, right?
Yeah, cause I mean I love taking dart throws to tight ends, But here's the thing: is Kincaid has enough hype right now where he's gonna get the second or third round rookie pick, where it's like all the value for him is already baked in there at that point because he's gonna be in a
Hmm.
bench for a couple of years, you know. Um,
Exactly.
that's why,
You might as well try and buy him after year one for
yeah,
whatever, whatever. It's going to be less than that pick there if you go with like a running back who starts contributing day one, whose value is going to skyrocket immediately,
right,
that you can sell for much more than a second round pick.
right. And like my advice is like if these guys get to the third round, go for it. And in the third and fourth round, guys like Tucker Kraft and Sam Laporta and whoever else is making moves at tight end is who you want to take. Because once all the talent at receiver and running back is dried up, take your tight end, take your quarterback, do whatever. But you can never have too many receivers and running backs in Dynasty because you can always trade them for pieces you need,
Hmm.
and you're always gonna have guys getting injured, and you're gonna need guys to start. So my advice, man, just stack up on those running backs and receivers, and don't get too cute and take Luke Musgrave ahead of Devin Achane. You know, I mean, that'd just be silly.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that to